So good morning, everybody. This is Manijeh Motaghy. We are with Perfectly Here Connection Hour, monthly Connection Hour. And we've been gathering for, I don't know, more than close to a year or more than, or a year or so, more than a year, I think. And just the idea is to keep connections alive, keep the wisdom, compassion, kindness, nurture that in a way that we can all hold space, we can all be together, we can all share our humanity from across the globe. And it's been wonderful to be with you, to have you, to see you every time. Some new people, some the core people who constantly are here. We've had other speakers and teachers visit us and give their beautiful gifts to us, share with us their wisdom, their kindness, their art. And also today we have Pouyan Saadat, who's coming all the way from Iran. Thank you, Pouyan Jan. He's such a wonderful sport, and he's going to do a digital sound bath for us, which I'm really looking forward to it. And so I told Pouyan, I said, I've been thinking about all these events that are never ending. The human realm has all kinds of drama, one after another, right? If this ends, something else shows up. If that ends, something else shows up. And we wise people who have just like, oh yeah, that's right, this is just another drama, with compassion, right? Not becoming numb or desensitized to the suffering of the world, or my heart aches, my heart beats when I even think about any being that could suffer. And so, but then we can sort of become like a grandmother, how grandmas, grandpas, they just been there, done that. They've raised their kids and they know all about it. It's like, I know, they don't get shaken up so much when kids are misbehaving, right? So there is a sense of equanimity, a sense of peacefulness, a sense of groundedness, a sense of holding the space that we can develop. It's like Thich Nhat Hanh, the beautiful Zen master who passed away recently, such a beautiful soul and a beautiful heart. He would say that, when during Vietnam War, when everybody was going indoors and running away and hiding, all the monks in monasteries, he said, no, I want to go out there. I want to be with people. I want to help out. And he would stay on the other side of the shore when these people were running away from the war and getting into these little rickety boats onto the ocean, and be caught by ginormous, sea waves and tides, and pirates, right, who would capture them, who would take their stuff, rape them, throw them in the ocean, kill them. And Thich Nhat Hanh would stand on the other side of the shore, kindly, calmly, peacefully waiting, greeting whoever made it through the storm, through the, all that incredible amount of suffering and challenge. And he would ask those who made it, how did you make it? The circumstance is so ferocious, so debilitating for everybody. How did you guys make it? And in every boat who made it, they reported that there was at least one person who didn't panic. One person who was solid, who saw things as they are, who saw that this is difficult, and was able to navigate the waters knowing that this is my life right now. Instead of fear, worry, anxiety, push away, hate, resist, resent, and be bewildered and fight, the situation. That person was actually equanimous, was realistic, was kind, was able to steer people home. And when that one person is able to do that, as human beings, our brains wire to another, right, to each other. So if there is chaos and anxiety around us, our brains could automatically wire itself to the chaos and anxiety. When there is peacefulness, one person is able to hold it together, then the rest could actually, it's just such an automatic thing, mirror neurons and all kinds of different science behind it that shows this. So this is what we are doing. This community is trying to build. And my thought was today, maybe we can actually sort of have an open forum for those of us who need to express our fears, worries, anxieties, our hate, our anything. It's not like don't have hate when you have hate. You have to be compassionate. No, there is, there are these very strong feelings that we experience them. And so as a community, my goal and hope is that we could hold whatever that needs to be held, nourish the sense of peace and kindness, compassion, and then see what shows up. So that's my goal for today. And then when we have some discussions, I'll put you in some breakout rooms. Maybe you can talk to each other, express your emotions and feelings about what's going on right now, Ukraine and Russia. One party seems to be the devil, one party seems to be the victim. They're all suffering. In my view, they're all suffering. Those who are imposing, those who are being imposed upon, those who are, it's not a peaceful thing for nobody. I don't believe anybody is happy. Anybody. The one who's, pressing on the trigger, the button to send any kind of deadly weapons, or the one who's threatening, and the one who's setting, rules and regulations and boundaries and consequences, everybody involved, those who are benefiting, they're not peaceful. Their hearts and minds are in turmoil. So we can sort of open our capacity to hold ourselves and those in the world. So is that, if anybody wants to write anything in the chat, please go ahead and do that. Talk to each other if you like to do that. And is that something you all are open for right now? So should I see some thumbs up, or if anybody wants to even, yeah, maybe I'll just open it for a couple of shares before we go into breakout rooms. And then say where you're zooming in from. Yes, go ahead, Suana. You have to unmute yourself, sweetheart.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about anything in particular, like the war, but just in general, like what are some of the things that happen in the world, they'll continue to happen, and how do we make sense of it? That way there is nobody hurt or offended or
very good,
seemed like callous,
very good. Yes, absolutely. Always talk about how you are feeling, what you're experiencing, what is your perception of either the war or other. Yes, there are so many things going on, personal or global.
Yeah, that way it won't be like, for me, it's a little bit far for me, because I'm not, but I have a client, she's from Ukraine. Yeah. And then I have a student, fellow student here who is from Ukraine.
Yes.
So what I did with my client, I said, yesterday I didn't charge her the money
Mm.
for my session. I said, give this money to the fund she's raising, like a go-to fund. I said, put this money that you are going to give to me to them.
Yes.
So that was my very, very minute contribution to that, because I can't do, I do feel for it, but I know that these things continue to happen for millennia. It's nothing new.
Yes.
Every year, every day, there will be something new. So
Yeah.
how we make sense of to remain peaceful in this turmoil
Yes.
is my sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Who else would like to say anything?
No. I'll share, Manijeh.
Go for it. Yeah.
What we're really trying to cultivate is equanimity around this, and around human suffering. And I notice that there are moments when I do have equanimity around it, and there's moments that I don't. And the moments that I don't, it's important to bring in self-compassion and loving kindness to myself during those moments. So that's what I wanted to share.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Eric. Yes. Eric is a mindfulness teacher, wonderful teacher. And he is featured in an Amazon film. What is it called now? Is Mindfulness Right for You? It's on Amazon if you like to watch it.
Oh, hello, everyone. During our group chat, I noticed we all are working towards same destination. The comment that one of our participants, Swarnaji, she made, whatever is happening, pain or suffering, everything is happening for good. But in order to recognize and experience that goodness in the middle of chaos, you need to have deepest level of understanding, like Buddhas, like those prophet came. I have learned, and I have also heard from people that, and also I believe that we as a human being are the only one creature who have disturbed the sequence of plant system, animal system, even physical system, because we do not know who we are. We are living in ignorance, and we have disturbed the harmony of a plant system, animal system, and this physical air, water, plant, sky, we call it physical system. So whatever is happening, we see it, that was extreme, and it is ending, and the new world is emerging out of this crisis. And a new world will be less population. Now we have a population explosion. Not only that, so many natural or unnatural calamities are happening. New world will be full of love, peace, compassion, not whatever we see now. Thank you.
Thank you, Balwinder.
Thank you.
Thank you for the optimistic view. That's great. Yeah. And I must say, this is not arbitrary. It's not whatever we have done or whatever we do is not just random. This is our human brain, our human development, the way we, each one of us, human template for life is not standard. You know, each one of us have designed our own template and brain and the way to live our lives. And so it takes great amount of awareness, consciousness, investigation, questioning. It's not going to just change like this. we need to question every perception, every thought, every feeling, every experience before it gets into a story and into becoming a fact in our mind. And so in that way, there is a chance for us to change. And also, you know, I was doing a lot of research and doing a lot of thinking, investigating what is the role of the human being in the ecosystem, in this planet system. Like, it looks like every creature has a role in the food chain, if they have a role. What is the role of humanity? And I, you know, very easy to say, oh, we don't have any, we're just taking, we're just consuming, we're just hurting, destroying. While that is true, I believe that our role, our existence, each one of us, is to help the human race, the human species, to elevate the human species. That is our role, I believe. That is the service that's ginormous. If we can actually impact the human species, my goodness, the whole entire world is impacted positively. So little by little, we'll get there. But let's hear from at least a few more people before we go into the sound bath. Who else has a thought, burning thought to share?
I'll share.
Go ahead.
We left on kind of an angry note of what do we do with this brutality that's going on in the Ukraine? And is it not compassionate to ignore what's going on and to focus on mindfulness and loving kindness and sending that energy to the area of where the explosion is taking place? So are we ignoring something that needs to be addressed if we're not getting involved physically, materially? Or is it, I've read so many studies of prayer and how prayer affects whatever we're praying for, that the instance of violence goes down when we pray for the people in areas where there's unrest. Yeah. So yeah, what is the answer there? Do we deal with this aggression head on, or do we just send our love to that place?
Yeah.
To me, that's where the healing takes place.
Yeah.
When I feel it in myself, when I'm practicing loving kindness for myself, when anger comes up, that calms me down and it allows me to be more fully present.
Yeah.
So,
well, my take on it is that you know how aggression starts from anybody, whoever is the aggressor. It starts with a thought in their mind. It starts with a feeling, with a greed, hatred, delusion, desire, whatever that is not not clear. It's not genuine. It's not authentic. It is. So that thought that gets influenced by the anger, whatever fear, whatever that fuels the thought that makes a choice of destroying and hurting others. That is crucial for us to look at and be very, very vigilant, very, very protective of ourselves, so that does not grow within our own mind. Because what is the difference between one act of aggression and the other? The other has supposedly greed or whatever behind it. This one has good, intention behind it. Aggression is aggression. So the idea of being, feeling and seeing what are in mindfulness is not doesn't come alone. Mindfulness comes with a lot of other skills that we have to develop. One of the skills is clear comprehension. Clear comprehension is when you are in a state of steadiness, you are clear, you are not deluded, you're not feeling charge of push away, hate, or want, restlessness, anxiety, doubt. We're not charged with these. We're in a neutral place. We are clear about things. In that clear space, we bring clear comprehension, which means, okay, so what are my choices? What are my options, right? What are my resources? What are some things I can do? And what, okay, and then from there, I can make a decision, right? So that we are still in clarity and we trust our own decision. We trust our own action. We believe, we feel good about it. We don't doubt it. We don't feel like am I being sort of unkind or ignorant, or we are very clear about it. So clear comprehension is that process of seeing what's possible for me to do. And so when you see that possibility and you do it, which sometimes is really do nothing, and just in your heart, you feel it, you understand it, and you think about, I think the highest thing we could do, to practice to do, to reach that place, is to see the villain in a space that is so kind, to see them as a suffering being, as a deluded person who's going to pay for the consequence of their choice. They will suffer. They are going to suffer if they're not. They are suffering right now. And to see them as in your heart, that I believe could be a very good level for us to develop and reach. And in that way, then nobody is excluded. You know, nobody is excluded. Because think about it, if the villains would be peaceful, clear, healthy, happy, they wouldn't make these kind of choices. So what if we wish them? How amazing would that be? That the perpetrators, the ones who are really destroying and killing, how amazing would it be if they were peaceful and happy and healthy? They would not make these kind of choices. So that's where I personally put my effort and time to develop and establish. And then of course, each one of us on a different location in the world, we can do something, and we do. And I'm so happy that you have loving kindness, you have this heart of generous heart, to give. I hope.
Beautiful answer. Thank you.
Thank you. I hope
that Finland is almost an island, because the long border that we have is against Russia, and nobody wants to go to the Russia. So to get out from here is not so easy if the war really starts.
Oh, well, let's like Lou said, my beautiful Lou, she said, prayer has power. I'm learning, I have to tell you, that in the past just a month, I've become very deeply aware of each word having immense amount of energy. It's not just letters and the meaning of the word. Every word has an immense amount of energy. I'm feeling it, I'm experiencing it in a very, very off the chart sort of a way. And so together we can all bring all of our mighty intention of goodness and healing for every being on this planet. for every being on this planet. You know, when I go and I cut a flower in my garden to bring it in, I see ants on it, and I know I'm displacing them. The hardship that they're just going about their life, they're living their life, and here I am, la 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 la. Oh my God. You know, and it breaks my heart when I see that, when I get it. It breaks my heart, and I just want to do nothing. I just want to be just, don't move so that you don't. But then with that same intention, we can bring all of the goodness in our body, in our mind, in our heart, in our soul, in our ancestor. Our ancestor is the planet, our shared ancestor. We are all related. The planet Earth is our mother. If the sun.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for having me on. It's a pleasure, an honor being with you all. So I think I just recommend to use your headphones, stereo headphones, for the best experience, and also drinking a little bit of water, 1 or 2 sips of water. And I think without further ado, we will jump in to our digital sound bath. And then afterward, if anybody wanted to know about the vaccine or what I'm doing, then I can explain it afterwards if you're agreed. And yeah, just a little poem by Saadi, because he's the Persian poet from 800 almost years ago, and he mentioned that we human beings are members of a whole in creation from one essence and soul. If one member afflicted with pain, other members unease will remain. But if who has no sympathy for pain, the human name shall not he retain. So بنی آدم اعضای یکدیگرند که در آفرینش ز یک گوهرند. چو عضوی به درد آورد روزگار، دگر عضوها را نماند قرار. تو که از محنت دیگران بیغمی، نشاید که نامت نهند آدمی. Okay, with the sound of this little bell, I will start. And dear Manijeh, feel free to navigate or lead us with your words of wisdom or whatever you would like to do.
So as you're sitting, relaxing your body, relaxing your face, your mind. This is a meditation poem. I sit in a collection of connected flesh, made upright by a pile of bones, enfolded by a sack called the skin. I sit surrounded by mystery. In beauty, I sit. I sit in the knowing and not knowing, both seeing and blind. I sit. I sit in searching, and searching, I sit. I sit and sit till the I is no longer, till there is nothing but the pure and the divine. So let us just sit in the mystery quietly. As we sit, perhaps we can send all of our kindness, all of our love to Putin so that he may be peaceful, he may be compassionate. Holding him in our hearts, may you be at ease. May you find peace, contentment. May you be wise. May your heart be filled with love. May your heart be filled with compassion. May you have a chance to awaken. May you wake up with serenity, with wisdom. May your heart be filled with kindness. And may all beings who encounter you benefit from a moment of your kindness. May your heart be awakened. May your mind be peaceful. May you find contentment, ease. May you become one with the universe. May you see the suffering that your actions are causing. May you be filled with compassion. May you be filled with compassion. Now bring your awareness to yourself, to your own heart, your own mind, your own body, to that precious one that experiences your life. Perhaps you can enfold yourself with your arms, hold yourself like a loving, gentle friend, like a grandmother, like a father. Hold yourself in a very kind, compassionate place. Tell yourself, I am here for you. I love you. I am here for you. Tell yourself, you and I are not alone. The entire universe is with us. We are not separate. All the mountains, all the rivers, all the oceans, the wind and the sun, the moon and all of the life, everything that is alive or not is alive. Every molecule of every solid thing is alive. Every particle of our being is the same particle of anybody else's being. And so we are not alone. And now in your mind, bring someone into your mind, someone from this group perhaps. Maybe someone you were talking with. And open your heart. Send them your best love, your deepest intentions. I will be sending it to all of you. May you be happy. May your happiness grow and grow. May you be at ease. May your heart and mind elevate into the realm of safety, peace, love. May you be safe and protected. Bringing a smile to your face, knowing that they are sending the same to you. Now, if this is something that is welcomed by you, imagine hugging them, holding them in your arm. And they hold you with peace, with patience, with attentiveness. Breathe in and out. Continue holding them as long as it feels right, as long as you want to. And breathe in and out, synchronizing your heartbeat, your breath, as best as is possible and imaginable, where you can feel it. If you feel someone's pain, you can express it. I am sorry for your pain. If you feel someone's joy, express it. I am happy for your joy. May your body heal, your heart mend, your mind be fresh. So slowly, gradually, you can open your eyes, come back to this room. It's heavenly sound, it's just mesmerizing. Yeah. But I want to be respectful of time. And I hope you could take this with you, this experience. Thank you, Pouyan. Thank you. Wow.